Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is Chris, and today I've got the next instalment of my Black Ops weapon guide. This time we're going to take a look at the Galil. Now the Galil is another assault rifle in Black Ops. It's unlocked at level 20, and in real life the Galil is produced by the Israel Military Industries, so obviously it's an Israeli weapon and used by the Israeli army. In Black Ops it's one of the higher damage weapons at 40-30, that's 40 at close range, 30 at long range. That makes it a 3-shot kill close and a 4-shot kill at long range. The Galil's got quite high recoil with an upwards to right tendency. It's actually the exact same stats as the Enfield. Let's take a look at the other stats. The reload time is pretty sluggish. It's actually the slowest of all the assault rifles at 2.80 seconds or 3.80 seconds from empty. That's getting into light machine gun territory. It's got the slower fire rate of 750 rounds per minute, but a unique feature of the Galil is it has an extra 5 rounds in the magazine, making it a 35 round magazine. So the Galil is quite a popular weapon. You'll see it being used probably say as much as the AUG or the Commando. It's definitely quite favoured amongst the community. It's strange that it's got the same recoil stats as the Enfield, yet the Enfield is lower damage. I've had quite a few games with the Galil. Obviously, if you compare it to the Enfield, it's got the higher damage, so you can do a bit more work with it than the Enfield. That's one less shot to the head, with the recoil resulting in an accidental headshot. It's definitely another weapon for burst firing, as with pretty much all weapons in Black Ops really, probably with the exception of either the AK-47 or the Commando, but that high recoil can soon run away with you if you don't keep it under control, so repeatedly pressing the trigger is definitely something to keep in mind. So let's take a look at some recommended perks. We've got Hardline first up because of the high damage. It's the perk I always recommend for these high damage weapons. With it being high damage, you can take people out pretty quickly, push you on your way to your kill streaks, and Hardline helps get your kill streaks 1 kill earlier. We talked about that slow reload time at 2.80 seconds or 3.80 seconds from empty. So with this in mind, sleight of hand is really the best perk for slot number 2. It'll cut down that reload time by half, so it'll really help keep you in the action. And third choice, we've got Hacker. I've mentioned before, it kind of goes hand in hand with Hardline. If you're on a streak and you're 1 kill away from your chopper gunner or attack dogs, the last thing you want to do is get pegged by a claymore or a sentry gun or something like that, so Hacker just warns you of those sort of things. So as for attachments, you might recognise the same old setup or the same old choices. We've got the red dot sight first of all. Now the iron sights on the Galil are pretty unique and pretty good, but there's nothing like a little reticle to help connect those longer range shots. Dual mags is a mixture between sleight of hand and extended mags in that it speeds up your first reload, and then also gives you an extra ammunition supply, and being a high damage weapon, it can cope with having a suppressor attached, so it'll just make that 30 damage more prevalent at closer ranges, so making it a 3-shot kill to the head or a 4-shot kill to the body, closer than what you might be used to without a suppressor. But the suppressor does help keep you off the radar and can really help save your life in multiple situations by the enemy not knowing exactly where you are. So there's a few interesting facts about the Galil. I think we've already mentioned about the 35 round magazine size. That's pretty unique. It's the only assault rifle that's got those extra 5 rounds. You usually see a 30 round clip. We've also mentioned that it's got unique iron sights. It's the only weapon that has the iron sights seen on the Galil. Most of the other weapons have the Treyarch custom iron sights. And otherwise, one final interesting fact is if you look closely when using the Galil, if you read the tiny writing on the side, you'll notice that the word Israel is actually spelt Israel. So a bit of a misspelling there, I-S-R-E-A-L. A little bit of a mistake there, so a little interesting thing to look out for. So that's the Galil. It's a pretty good weapon overall. It's one of the high damage ones, but unfortunately has that high reload time and quite a high recoil. But it's still a popular weapon. That 35 round magazine size does help in some situations when you're engaging multiple enemies. If you attach extended mags, that takes it all the way to 50 rounds, so you're definitely looking at close to light machine gun territory there. So give it a try and let me know your thoughts on it. So if you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It really helps with my exposure. Otherwise, I'll catch you all later.